Few stories in golf tug at the heartstrings and ignite debate like this one. Sergio Garcia's emotional exit from the Irish Open following the disappointment of being overlooked for the Ryder Cup. For a competitor renowned for both his fiery passion and deep-rooted European pride, being sidelined at this prestigious event is the kind of setback that's hard to just brush off or ignore. But here's where it gets controversial. Should a Ryder Cup legend like Garcia ever be left off the team? Let's dig in. Garcia had set his hopes on one of the 6 wildcard picks that European captain Luke Donald would announce on Monday. When the highly anticipated list finally dropped, Garcia's name was not among the chosen. Instead, Donald opted to retain nearly his entire 2023 winning squad, with only Rasmus Højgaard slotting in for his twin brother Nikolai, who had earned an automatic qualification. After learning his fate, Garcia made the difficult decision to withdraw from the Irish Open at the K-Club, admitting he needed time to come to terms with his disappointment. In an honest interview with Golf Magic, Garcia revealed, "I was really looking forward to being part of the team, so mentally it was pretty tough. I didn't want to show up at the tournament and not be fully present, so I chose to take some time away, recharge with my family, and focus on things outside of golf for a bit." To put it in perspective for newcomers, Garcia isn't just any golfer. He holds the record for the most points scored for Europe in Ryder Cup history. Yet despite this impressive legacy, his selection was hardly a foregone conclusion. While he clinched victory at LIV Hong Kong earlier this year, his recent results have been less stellar. Just 2 top 10 finishes across the final 10 events of the LIV schedule, with a best showing of tied 34th at the Open Championship. And this is the part most people miss. Garcia's complicated relationship with the European Tour may have played a larger role than pure form. After defecting to LIV Golf ahead of the 2023 Ryder Cup, Garcia was ineligible because he refused to pay the fines imposed by the DP World Tour for players breaking rival event policies, unlike 16 of his fellow LIV defectors. Only after finally paying those fines and rejoining the DP World Tour last November did he regain eligibility for future Ryder Cups. Despite this, after an uninspiring T67 finish at the PGA Championship, even Garcia admitted, "The way I'm playing, even if Luke Donald offered me a pick, I'd have to decline. I've got to prove that my game is strong enough to help the team." But wait, did Garcia's attitude change as the season wore on? Absolutely. By the time the Open rolled around at Royal Portrush, he was feeling differently. He openly discussed the value his experience could offer at hostile venues like Bethpage Black, recalling how a supportive veteran made all the difference to him as a Ryder Cup rookie. Having someone in your corner when the crowd is against you can make or break the player's confidence, Garcia explained, citing memories of Jesper Parnevik guiding him through his own Ryder Cup debut. And then there's the Jon Rahm factor, arguably one of the most talked about what-ifs in recent European Ryder Cup selection. Rahm was one of Donald's 6 captains' picks this year, and his electrifying partnership with Garcia at Whistling Straits, where they went 3-0-0 in a European defeat, has become the stuff of legend among fans. Garcia himself wondered if this potent pairing would be enough to tip the scales in his favor, noting, "You'd imagine our chemistry would count for something. John and I play very well together, and that's worth a lot at the Ryder Cup." Contact between Garcia and Donald remained cordial but brief, with Garcia describing their selection conversation as fine, but not the call I wanted. When the European squad for Bethpage was revealed, featuring Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose, Tommy Fleetwood, Robert McIntyre, Tyrrell Hatton, Rasmus Højgaard, Shane Lowry, Sepp Straka, Victor Hovland, Ludwig Åberg, Jon Rahm. And Matt Fitzpatrick, Garcia was conspicuously absent. So here's the question that's bound to spark heated discussion in the comments. Did Garcia's past decisions, especially his involvement with LIV Golf, cost him his spot, or was his recent form simply not good enough? Should European leadership honor career achievements over recent performance, or is it time for a changing of the guard? Golf fans, let's hear it. Was Sergio snubbed? Or was this the right move for Team Europe's future? Share your thoughts below and join the debate.